Hello, everybody. This is your buddy old Leroy T right here. Sorry I wasn't on last week, but if a lot of you guys who tuned in and you knew what happened the previous week before, I told you that I wasn't going to be on if the Seahawks were going to upset the Giants. But as funny as it sounds, that's exactly what happened. The Seahawks were on a roll right there. So what was Leroy T going to tell you? Well, he was taking a week off. And that's exactly why you didn't see me last week right here. Leroy T has decided to come back, for your NFL Week Picks 7. And I'll also tell you about a World Series team and a team that I have picks from the beginning of the playoffs. For those who didn't see the Week 5, I told you exactly. I picked the Rangers from the minute it started. Remember now, it's 1-1 as we're talking. It's 1-1. It could be, depending on when you're picking this up, it could be 2-1 Cardinals, 2-1. You know what I'm talking about. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Or 2-1 Rangers by the time somebody picks it up on Sunday. But Leroy T will tell you now just exactly what picks you need to know for this weekend. We'll start off with the Denver Broncos as they will travel in to Miami to play the Dolphins. This will be. You're all wondering, does Tim Tebow, as a regular full-time starter for the Denver Broncos, can go back to his home state of Florida where he rocked and rolled as a Gator? Well, that's exactly what's going to happen because I won't believe anything until Miami wins a game. Sorry, Miami fans, I'm just not taking you. Going to have to go with the Denver Broncos. Now, the next one we have the Tennessee Titans, as they will host the Houston Texans. Well, Tennessee Titans, they had the week off. And it seems like Houston just couldn't get over that hump there after losing to the Oakland Raiders with Al Smith passing away. And, excuse me. But I'm going with Tennessee Titans on this week. Mark it down. And now we got the Washington Redskins taking on the Carolina Panthers. Washington, how disappointing it was that you could have just ruined the rest of Michael Vick and his season with the Philadelphia Eagles, and you messed up. Leroy T wasn't too happy with that because I took you boys. Now you got to go down to Carolina and show what it's all about with Cam Newton and company. Fortunately, you're going to lose 2 in a row because Cam Newton and Panther Company are going to take over business. Take Carolina. Now we got the Seattle Seahawks. They will travel again across the country like they did when you last saw me, this time in Cleveland to see the Browns. Browns had the week off. Seattle must be on an uplift swing there, winning some games on back-to-back here. Yep, they can mark it down. Seattle Seahawks, they will go into Cleveland Brown and shock them, even though the picks say they're way ahead in Cleveland to go ahead and take them. Seattle, taking you. Now we've got the San Diego Chargers are going to be flying just like Seattle is all the way to New York to take on the Jets Jets. Jets Jets. Me not being much of a fan as I want to be, Leroy T is making the shocker this week that San Diego will fly into Jets country and superchargers. Norm knows what he's talking about with his ball superchargers. Philip Rivers and company. Now we got the Atlanta Falcons going in Detroit. How in the world I'll never understand. Detroit getting 3 consecutive home games. All you people, and especially I know one person that can't believe it. 3 times, 3 home games. The game that you should have won with the 49ers didn't quite happen there for Leroy T. But you will bounce back this week. Atlanta Falcons are not that great of a road team. They just barely beat Seattle in Seattle. And they're still shoving up there for losing the Packers. Now we have the Chicago Bears taking on, you say, well, they're supposed to go into Tampa Bay, but nope. We're going to be flying over there to Queen Elizabeth country in London, England to play a big game. We'll have half fans going, ha, we love the soccer. Now, question polling yourself, who the next, and what city will be the next big team to get a franchise? Will it be LA? Will it be London? But I'm just going to have to go with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers because even though it's hard to judge what team or what fans will be over there. Hey, you better take the bath. Take the bath. No, Now we've got the 4 o'clock game matchup. Our first one here, the Pittsburgh Steelers will be flying across the country. They like to do this every so often and take on the Arizona Cardinals. Arizona Cardinals have been a great team. No question about it. They know all the tricks of the trade. They know how to take care of business in any which way they can, any which way they want. But for some reason, Leroy T is going to take, without a shadow of a doubt, he is going for the Pittsburgh Steelers as much as I don't want to be much of a Ben Roethlisberger. I'm right here. I didn't go anywhere. Fine. He's going to learn how to take care of business one way or the other for Leroy T. Sorry for the little interruption there. Can you see me now? Good. I'm there. I might have been on there the whole time, but nobody else knows that. Right, Katie? Would you like to come into the band right here? It's old Katie right here. Beautiful Katie. Can you give me a kiss? You like to go bye-byes all the time? I bet you do like to go bye-byes. Okay. Okay, you go. And now we have the Kansas City Chiefs. So we'll be going into Oakland territory to play the Raiders. Nothing's greater than a Raider. But then you're saying Carson Palmer is now getting out of, he hasn't played for almost a year and a half. And you think he's going to take care of business this time, as coming from the Bengals and now making that trade when he was on Marvin Lewis's team, the Bengals, and now flying all over the country. I heard about that in local territory in Cincinnati, that they're playing this game on their television set. But still going to play the Raiders. Chiefs, you can prove to me you can win on the road, but you did win in Indianapolis. But nothing's greater than a Raider. Doing this round dates. Now we got the big game. Well, it's not really a big game, but I guess it might be. Who knows? St. Louis Rams, as they will be traveling into Dallas, Cowboy country. I got one thing to say. Jerry Jones, you do not win this game this Sunday, you can forget about your playoffs. It ain't happening. Because you're going to see Philadelphia going to start creeping up with their Eagles each and every week. They even got that week off. They know they're looking for something that's going to spurt them. I'm taking the Cowboys, but you lose against the Rams, you might as well trade Tony Romo or sit him on the bench. I don't care if you're putting John Kitna or whoever. Okay, now Leroy T got the old Fox National game, America's Game of the Week. The Green Bay Packers will be going into Minnesota to play the Vikings. Some people like to call them the Vikings. Sorry about that, Minnesota fans. But going with the Green Bay Packers, so somebody beats them. I'm still taking the world champions. It's one of my favorite teams right there. Even though, of course, I got blue on here for some other reason. But now we got the Sunday night matchup on NBC when Al Michaels and Chris Collinsworth, along with the beautiful Michelle Tafoya. Boy, she's a hot toddy. Anyway, the Colts will be going in the Saints country, playing in New Orleans. Yeah, it's hard to say. So, Colts, you can prove to me you can also win a game. Going for the Saints. Simple as that, Leroy T. Finally, we got the Monday night matchup. No. We got the Baltimore Ravens. We'll be heading into Jacksonville to play the Jaguars. It's another one of those scenarios. How in the world Jacksonville wins their first game, and then every other game has been so close. They almost did it against Pittsburgh last week. Nope. That's going to be the third team they play in the AFC Central Division, and it's going to be the third loss they have in the AFC. It'll be 4-3, and Baltimore's going to take it. Well, that's my big picks. Like it or not, or once you like it or have to like it, but Leroy T always knows what is best for everybody out there. And when he says that, he appraises it every which way but loose. This is Leroy T signing off, one way or the other. You just gotta believe it, one way or the other. Radio daddy, radio daddy. Take care, and may the good news be yours. Now you can say salute to my interns who love every single bit of it. Oops, I forgot one thing. I told you the Rangers, from the minute the playoffs started, way back in early October, by this time next week, you're going to say Texas Rangers wins the first World Series. Mark it down. Say goodnight to the ladies here. I guess you can see him. Leroy T signing off. And bye to all you